Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, we're going to do a random ranking today. I'm going to go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random, and then rank those movies. Also, I keep trying to say this intro, but I got something on my mind, so tomorrow I have like a really big first round interview of I think a handful of interviews that are going to be happening this summer for me, and I feel like I'm terrified. I feel like I'm scared. So I don't know. I'm going to put out those prayers, good thoughts, and vibes and all of that out because I don't know. I'm feeling pretty nervous. I've done lots of interviews before. I don't know, and they haven't seemed to bother me too much, but I don't know, I'm feeling extra nervous for this one. So, I don't know, I'm trying to get it out of my head, but it's tomorrow morning, maybe when you're watching this, but it's going to be, I don't know, little worried about it. I don't know, nervous, just nervous, not I don't know. Anyway, not in my normal state of mind right now, and it's probably clear. Anyway, sorry, just had to say that maybe to get it out. But anyway, we're going to do a random ranking. That's when I go to my, gosh. I was about to stop this. I'll keep it going. Okay, we're going to do a random ranking. We're going to go to my movie collection behind me and pull 3 movies at random and then rank those movies from most favorite to least favorite. Let's go start picking some movies. All right, let's see, maybe this one right here. Maybe, ooh, that one feels unopened. What does that mean? Maybe one right there, and should we maybe choose one right here? Let's see what this is. Oh, has a sticker on it that tells me that I've never seen it. So let me just check right here. Oh gosh, we gotta pick. Well, I've seen one of them, I don't know. We do have to pick some new ones though. Let's see. Well, actually, I've seen 2 of them. But it's just been so long, I feel like I got nothing to say. All right. One of those movies being Don't Say a Word. Every time I pull this, I always say, I'd never remember this movie. And I've seen it multiple times with my wife. And yeah, I don't know, it never sticks. So that one would most likely be 3, so why have it? And then the other one is Road to Rio. I've never seen it, so I need to check that one out. But anyway, these other 3 will do. All right, first off, we're going to start with SLC Punk. I saw this movie. When did I see this movie? I think, I could be wrong. I don't think so, though. So, if my memory serves me, I saw this. I went to an art camp when I was in high school. Met this girl, and I became really good friends with her, and then I went and in high school stayed over at her house. We lived, hours and hours away from one another, so it was kind of like a big trip. And she was like big into the punk scene, and I didn't really know anything about it. I had one friend in high school who was kind of into punk, but not... He was actually, I always talk about him like being like Jason Segel's character in this. He was like one of the most punk dudes ever, but didn't have the look. Like he was all passion, no fashion. But this friend was passion and fashion. And I'm pretty sure I watched this movie at her house. I'm pretty sure she showed it to me then, because I can't think of another occasion when I would have watched it. But so I'm pretty sure it was her that showed it to me. When I stayed over there. But anyway, yeah, actually that character that I was just talking about, Jason Segel's character, he's my favorite because he reminds me of my high school buddy who he like introduced me to punk, but again, it was more just the music, because he didn't do all of the fashion that went along with it at all. And that's how Jason Segel's character is in this. He's like the most punk of them all, but you'd never know it from looking at him. So, I don't know. That's why I like this movie. Next we have Beowulf, the director's cut. I think I've told this story before, but I remember seeing this trailer for the first time in theaters. I can't remember what movie it was in front of, but I remember thinking I was looking at real people for a moment. And then I eventually figured out that I was looking at CG characters. But isn't that strange? Because you go back now and look at this, and it's very clear they are, you know, this sort of CG motion capture sort of thing that Zemeckis was trying to do at the time. But it was so fresh, so new, so convincing that I just believed it. Same thing with the movie, and I can't believe this. I just can't believe that my young mind, who hadn't seen, you know, CGI was just like such a new thing, and the big leaps were convincing at the time. Because the film Final Fantasy Spirits Within, I remember that preview, seeing that preview and thinking I was looking at a real person. But now I can't believe that. It's like wild to me that I thought I was looking at real people. But anyway, yeah, Grendel in this movie, I remember, is really creepy, and he speaks like an old English, you know, where you say all the consonants, even the silent ones, like night. I remember there's a moment when he says night in the movie, and Crispin Glover plays him, and he says like knicht, knicht, you know, like a knight with a sword, you know, and yeah. Anyway, old English. Next we have, whoosh, right here, Jaws, and I think this was my very first favorite movie ever. And then, you know, it was probably maybe like Ghostbusters after that, and then Hook. Maybe it, you know, yeah, that's, I don't know, maybe Ghostbusters never surpassed this. I don't know, but anyway, the first time I ever like had a favorite movie, this was it. Watching it very young as a kid. This one was not held back from me at all. Like, watching this is some of my first, earliest movie memories. And, you know, just kids having an interest in sharks. Just like, you know, kids have an interest in dinosaurs. We didn't have Jurassic Park yet when I was this young watching this. Eventually, you know, Jurassic Park did come out when I was very young also. And then, you know, the dinosaurs just sort of like took over. Literally in the movie as well. But, yeah. Jaws, one of the first favorites, and I also remember just like loving like commercials to Universal Studios on television when they would show this ride, and always wanting to ride this ride. And I did finally get a chance to ride it, which was awesome. Not the one in California, but the one in Florida, which is no longer there anymore. But anyway, Jaws, so good. You know, everything John Williams did. I mean, just everything. Everything about it is just top tier stuff. And let's see, what do we want to do here? Spielberg did not get a director nomination for this. All right, how are we going to rank them? All right, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I mean, Jaws is easily a number one. Like, how do you not put it at number one, right? Is anybody's favorite movie Beowulf? Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, I don't know. There might be. I mean, I'm sure there's people whose favorite movie is SLC Punk. But anyone's favorite movie Beowulf? Wouldn't that be interesting? If it is, it was probably someone who was a kid when they watched it. Yeah, so I'm going to go Jaws on this, and I'm going to follow it up with SLC Punk and then Beowulf. So my question to you, though, is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think about them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? Again, got that interview. Want to put out those thoughts, vibes, prayers, everything you got. Everything you got out for that. Feeling a little nervous about it. It's just kind of a, you know, big deal. Sort of a dream job. Something I always wanted situation. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.